Installing WordPress via Fantastico. This tutorial will show you how to install WordPress via Fantastico. To prevent conflicts between similar file names, Fantastico will only allow you to install one package per directory. For example, you cannot have a WordPress installation and an OS Commerce store installed on the same site without specifying separate directories or subdomains for them. Click the WordPress link. WordPress is a simple, open-source blogging solution with a variety of custom themes and plugins available for it that can be downloaded and installed after the initial installation is completed. There is also extensive documentation for it available on their website at. There is also a support forum available at. Click the New Installation link. Select the domain or subdomain where you want to install WordPress. All subdomains, parked domains, and add-on domains currently installed on the account will be listed in the menu along with the primary domain. To install WordPress on a subdomain, parked domain, or add-on domain, you will need to add the domain in cPanel prior to attempting the installation of WordPress. In this case, we have created a subdomain called blog.demo-domain.net previously for our WordPress installation. Enter the Install In directory if needed. Leave this blank if the URL to get the WordPress page will not include a directory. However, if you want the URL to include a directory, then you would enter the relative path to the directory in this field. It is also not necessary to create the directory prior to installing WordPress. The installer will create it automatically. Enter a username for the Admin Access panel. Enter a password. Enter an admin nickname. Enter your email address. By default, Fantastico auto-populates this field with an email address based off of the cPanel username. However, the email address associated with your cPanel user is not on your domain, but rather on the host name of the server itself, so you will want to change this value to a valid email address. Enter the site name. Enter a description. Click the Install WordPress button. Click the Finish Installation button. Fantastico gives us the option to send the details of the installation, including the login information, to an email address. This is useful when installing WordPress for a client who will manage it or storing it for later reference. Enter an email address. Click the Send Email button. Click the Back to WordPress Overview link. Now let's go to the site. Click the Visit Site link. WordPress will automatically redirect all requests to a URL based off the fully qualified domain name entered during the installation. This will make previewing using cPanel's preview URL impossible. If you need to preview the site prior to changing your DNS and waiting for it to propagate, you can alter the values for the site URL and home in the WP_options table in the WordPress database to use the preview URL instead of the one using the domain in phpMyAdmin. You will want to change the values back to the original values once the site is ready to go live. Now let's log in to the admin panel. Enter the new address. Enter the username. Enter the password. Click the Login button. Congratulations! You now know how to install WordPress via Fantastico.